Everything is energy. Energy vibrating at different frequencies that we can tap into and that we can sense. And as witches, it's something we work with all the time. Working with energy, tapping into energy, manipulating energy, transforming energy, totally working with energy. Particularly if you're an empath, you're going to be very sensitive to energy. So in this video, I wanted to talk about how to protect yourself from negative energy. And by negative energy, I mean energy that is uncomfortable, that is potentially harmful, that just isn't energy that feels good or is good for you. But before I jump into that, hi, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to become a witch or a Wiccan, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. So having defined negative energy, I really want to talk about how you can protect yourself from it or shield yourself from it, as we call it in the craft. And I do teach this in the Mystery Witch School 101 course, but I wanted to give you just a little bit of an idea of what you can do in this video. So first of all, when you're an empath, or even if you're not particularly empathic, the energy is something you're really going to tune into a lot of the time. And for most of us growing up in a normal, average, mundane, everyday kind of materialist world, we're not taught about energy and we're not really taught about how different energy can affect us. So this is the energy of places, people in particular, people mostly, really. It's places too, and spirit energy, but most of the time the energy that we really do struggle with is human energy. We can really pick up on emotional energy that's going on around us, because emotions are energy in motion. So if you're in an environment where there is a lot of negative emotion, what we call negative emotion, which is basically emotion that is uncomfortable, potentially destructive, that kind of energy, you're going to pick up on it. And whether you realize it or not, it's actually going to also affect your own energy system, and your own energy signature can also be affected by it. Now, your energy signature is the energy that is unique to you. It's your personal energy. It's what you vibrate. And you want to keep that as high vibe as you can, so that you can go through life feeling happy, peaceful, joyful, and also to have energy for your health and for your magic and your spell work. When it comes to negative energy, you'll feel it as being uncomfortable somehow in your body. It may be an emotional feeling, so you may be feeling down or heavy, angry, for maybe no reason. But there's never ever a no reason for feeling an emotion. It's usually always a reaction to something, whether it's energy around us, like other people's energy, or whether it's our own stuff that we need to deal with. We will feel it in our bodies. Our bodies are these amazing things that alert us to stuff that is going wrong in our environment. And we don't realize just how much our body plays in our sensing of energy, whether it's stuff of our own or whether it's stuff that's in our environment. Our energy, our body is what really reacts to this. So understanding that if you're feeling anything in your body like heavy or a lot of negative energy, it could be your own stuff for sure, or it could simply be that you're in an environment that may be triggering stuff inside yourself. So it could actually be something that's being mirrored back to you, in which case that's what we call shadow work, which is definitely another playlist that I have on this channel about shadow work and how you can work with that. Or it could just simply be you're tuning into energy that's going on around you. So it may be the energy of a space that you're in. So it may be the space itself, its energy. It could be spirit energy. It could simply be residual energy that's built up by the people that are also in that environment, or people who've been in that environment in the past. So you've got this collective energy going on, and it can affect you. It can make you feel headachy. It can give you a sense of feeling down or anxious or angry or any of that kind of stuff. When you really look inside yourself, you don't feel you have anything really to be angry about yet. Maybe you are feeling angry. How do you protect yourself against other people's energy? Especially if you're an empath, because if you're an empath, you are very, very sensitive to energy. You're like a sponge, and people will be drawn to you as well because they will sense that you're sensitive to them. And so if you don't protect your energy from negative things, then you are going to become overwhelmed by the energy. And it's going to make it really, really tough for you, because you need to be able to turn off and turn on to other people's energy. You don't want to be an open book all of the time. It's not helpful to you, and you just don't want to go there. So the first way to do that is to cleanse your energy first. So you want to make sure that your energy field is cleansed of anything that maybe have been negative in the first place. You can do this through taking salt baths. So if you feel that you have either been in an environment where there's other people's negative energy, if you feel somebody's deliberately or even unconsciously throwing negative energy at you, salt is a good place to start with removing and cleansing your energy field. If you feel that you've taken on the energy of another person when you probably shouldn't have, then a salt bath. If you don't have a bathtub to have a bath in, then fill a container up with some salt, a little glass up with maybe a quarter of salt, and then the rest up with warm water. And then when you have a shower, pour it over your head so that it all goes down over your body. And just imagine that with that shower and the salt, that you are cleansing your energy field, and that anything dark and uncomfortable and sticky and heavy is all getting washed away down the plug hole of the shower. If you're having a bath, then you'd be bathed, you'd have salt water in the bath. You may also want to include some other cleansing oils that you can bathe in, such as a little bit of rosemary, eucalyptus, and allow that energy to go out of the pores of your skin. Just imagine it all going out of the pores of your skin into the bath water, and then take the plug out of the bath, let the water drain down. You may then want to jump into the shower and then just give yourself a cleanse all over to get rid of the any residual energy left over from the bath. It's a good place to start with your cleansing. You can also use crystals and gemstones to cleanse as well. Get a clear quartz, for example, and just breathe in the energy of the quartz through the palms of your hand. I show you how to do that in my attunement video, which I'll put a link to in the description field below this one, so that you can know what I'm talking about when I say to attune yourself to a crystal. Quartz is a really great place to start. Selenite's really good for cleansing. This is just to get rid of the stuff in the first place. Once you've done that, the second thing to do is to then shield yourself and learn how to shield yourself on a daily basis, and you may need to do this throughout the day as well. In Mystery Witch School 101, I teach you how to ground your energy and how to get energy up through the ground and also through the energy that's around you, to not only just give you more energy, but also to help create a circle of light around yourself, and how to use that energy to create a shield of light around yourself. A quick way to do that is to imagine that you have this energy inside of yourself, and that as you're breathing in the energy around you, sucking it up like a vacuum cleaner into either your heart chakra or your solar plexus, then as you breathe out, you push that energy out back around you. And it can be a blue energy, that's the energy I choose to work with, or it can be white. Really depends on what you resonate with in regards to protection. I really resonate with blue. So it's breathing in the energy, pushing it out around you into this blue protective light. It's like you've got this bubble that you're breathing out around you, and you just keep pushing it out and making it wider and wider and wider until it's completely around your body or your kinesphere. which is right around your body. And just seeing that and feeling that around your body, that can help shield you. But it's not going to stay that way for long. You've got to keep boosting your energy if you're going to be using shielding. So a way to help you with that, of course, is to make a talisman, make a charm, make an amulet. If it's to do with protection, you're really talking amulets here. So an amulet that you can charge up, that will get set off if any negative energy comes near you. And that can be something that you wear either as a necklace or on your body somehow all of the time. You can wear gemstones and charge them up and attune them to a protective function. So you might wear quartz or some other, there's so many gemstones out there that have protective qualities that you can choose maybe a number of them, tune them all up, and then of course you can color coordinate them with whatever you're wearing on the day to help you with your energy field. So definitely work with gemstones, work with amulets to help you, and you can even enchant items of clothing as well. Items of clothing might not hold the energy for as long, but you can still charge your shoes up. You can do all sorts of things when you're working with energy to shield yourself and to make sure that you're protected. And even if some energy does get in and you're feeling a bit run down, if you've been particularly in a negative or toxic environment, then when you get home, do the cleansing thing with the bath or the shower. The third thing, and this is probably the most important thing, it's boundaries. It's knowing your boundaries and having boundaries. We do tend as spiritual people, particularly in some spiritualities where we feel that we've got to constantly be there for other people all the time and give all the time. And people particularly who are takers, who aren't really givers, will really, they'll find you really fast, and they will suck the energy out of you. So you have to have boundaries with people. You have to let people know their boundaries, because what happens when you don't have boundaries with people is that they will eventually start to just feel that they can take anything from you, that you're there for them all the time, because you have been, if you've been allowing it. And then they start to take advantage of you, and you'll start to feel resentment, which adds to the negative energy. So whilst it's great to give, you also need to understand that you also have to be able to receive, and you have to be open to receiving. And if you're constantly giving all the time and you're not receiving anything back that's going to be helpful to you, you're going to burn out. So you really need to understand boundaries. There may be people in your life, family, friends, who do take advantage of you. You need to start setting boundaries. You need to learn to say no. I don't want to do this right now. I can't do this right now because of whatever. And try to be honest with your reasons. If you're feeling like you don't have the energy, or you need to contain your energy for other things, then you should be able to feel comfortable enough saying that to them. If you don't feel comfortable saying that, then don't. But understand, if these people really are understanding of you, and if they really are friends and close family who care about you, they will understand when you can give and when you can't give, because you're not always going to be able to give. There are times when you're going to be needing to be taken care of yourself, or you really need to sometimes just close your energy down for a bit so that you can recharge and revitalize. So don't be afraid to say no, and don't feel that because you're empathic, because maybe you're a healer, which a lot of empaths are, if you're psychic, particularly if you're a reader, so if you do psychic readings or tarot readings or anything like that, you'll have a tendency to be able to just give, and then you'll find that you're being depleted. So boundaries are really important for everybody, particularly empaths. You need to learn to say, no, sorry, I can't go there right now. And if the other person gets upset, if they start trying to guilt you If they're very entitled type of people who believe that everything should be free and everything should be theirs, don't worry about them. They're not really people you want to be giving to, because they're just going to take. So boundaries, probably more important than anything. If you've got clear boundaries, you'll find that those people who do have that toxic negative energy, you won't be surrounded by them so much anymore. They won't actually be around much. And you'll also find that in most environments that you go into are not going to contain those people in the first place. So if you can get a really good sense of self-love and self-acceptance, and you know your boundaries, toxic people are less likely to be around you. And when you are around them, you'll know how to protect yourself from them. And it's a really important part about being a witch, because witches, I mean, we are of service a lot of the time. We can healing that we can take care of. There is divination, there's magic, there's all of these things that we do. And we need to understand and respect our energy, and we need to train other people to also understand that energy as well. So if you want to know more about how you can work as a witch, how you can be part of Mystery Witch School 101 and take a 12-month course in Wicca, then I will put the link to the description in the description field below, so that you can check out that course. It's really good for you if you are feeling like you are overwhelmed by all of the stuff that's out there and you just don't know where to start, and you've had enough of just trying to figure it all out by yourself. I know what that feels like. I've been there. So do check out Mystery Witch School 101. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.